Hello, drama lovers. Welcome back to K-pop world. And this time, we're not here with good news. In the stillness that wrapped the night, one name made time feel like it stopped. Xiao Zhan. And with him, stood one figure, frozen at the edge of hope. Wang Ibor. No one expected that night to turn into the most shocking one for the entire fandom. No warning, no signs, just silence. And from that silence, it all began. Light rain had been falling since afternoon. The sky over Beijing was gray and heavy. Outside a major hospital downtown, a small group of fans stood in thick jackets, holding banners that read, "Stay strong, Xiao Zhan, and take care of your health, Gitch." They didn't know that within minutes, everything would change. A black van sped into the hospital entrance. The back doors flung open, and a man's body was hurriedly carried out. Not through the main lobby, but through the emergency access. He was unconscious, limp, like a puppet whose strings had been cut. And that face, the same one fans always saw smiling on screen, was now pale, almost lifeless. Xiao Zhan, in critical condition. Medical staff was sprinting. Heart monitors rolled in. Oxygen masks prepared. Urgent voices barked orders. ICU. 3rd floor. Hurry. There was no time to explain. No time to panic. Just action. Fast, focused, frantic. And just then, another car pulled up. Someone stepped out. Silent. No words. He only stared at the hospital doors that had just swallowed the one person who might have meant too much to him. Wang Ibor, wearing a dark hoodie and mask. But no mask could hide his expression. He walked slowly, didn't go inside. He just sat on a small bench near the waiting area. His hands were trembling. His head hung low. Sometimes, he'd close his eyes, long and tight, like trying to wake himself from a nightmare. But this wasn't a dream. This was a reality too sharp to accept. No one dared approach. Even his own management staff kept their distance. All they could whisper among themselves was, "He refuses to go home." For the past few weeks, rumors of Xiao Zhan's exhaustion had already been spreading. Some fans had noticed how much weight he'd lost. His eyes looked swollen, like someone who hadn't slept in days. And in recent interviews, he appeared distracted, struggling to finish sentences, like he wasn't fully present. But still, he smiled. He nodded, said he was fine. Until that night, when his body could no longer carry the burden he kept silent for so long. He collapsed, said one witness. Stepped out of the car completely unconscious. They rushed him in, didn't even change his clothes. And only 20 minutes later, Wang Ibor arrived. He said nothing, but his body said everything. His shoulders slumped, his face hidden, but his fear was clear. He didn't come as a celebrity, not even as a co-star, but as someone who was losing his grip. The internet exploded. The hashtag #XiaoZhanICU reached #1 in just 15 minutes. Over 5 million posts flooded in under 2 hours. Prayers, panic, speculation, everything poured out. Fans all over the world began posting tributes, images, videos, moments from Xiao Zhan's earlier dramas. Some uploaded clips of him smiling during the Untamed. Others wrote open letters, long, raw, emotional. One fan wrote, "If you can't speak now, we'll speak for you. If you're too weak to hold on, let us be your strength. We're not ready to lose you, Xiao Zhan. Please don't leave." And then, a video surfaced. Recorded secretly, it showed Wang Ibor, still sitting in the same spot. 2 hours had passed. He hadn't moved, hadn't spoken, just waited, under the dim neon lights of the hospital lobby. In his silence, he screamed, and the world heard him. No official update came that night. The hospital remained silent. XZ Studio released only a short statement. "We ask for everyone's prayers. He is currently being treated by the best medical team." No details, no reassurance, just uncertainty. But one insider leaked something. Xiao Zhan had recorded a song demo a few days before the incident. The title, "Deng Wo Hui Lai," "Wait for Me to Return." Lines from the song began circulating across Weibo and Zio Hongshu. "If I leave for a while, don't bury my smile. If I go silent for too long, listen to my heart. I'll come back. because someone is waiting. Fans immediately connected the lyrics to Ibor. Some claimed that the pendant Wang Ibor clutched that night was the same one they wore together during promotions for the Untamed years ago. By the second night, Wang Ibor was still at the hospital. One report said he briefly went to the third floor, not to visit, ICU didn't allow it, but just to stand outside, staring at the closed doors, pacing, like trying to outrun time with his own 2 feet. A janitor whispered. He didn't cry, but his eyes were red, brimming. There were no professional cameras, no interviews, no PR, just a moment too quiet, too real to capture. 3 days passed, and today, the world is still waiting. Waiting for one good update, one message from Xiao Zhan, or maybe just one sentence from Wang Ibor. But both chose silence. And from their silence, we knew that deep love doesn't always need to speak. Fans no longer ask, what's their relationship, really? That question has expired. That night, the world saw for itself. One person fell, and the other sank with him. No drama, no spotlight, just emotion, just pain, just hope. Type Xiao Zhan today, and you'll see thousands of faces crying. Tribute videos, re-edited drama clips, texts that say, "Don't give up, Gidge. We're waiting for you right here." Type Wang Ibor, and you won't just see an idol. You'll see a man sitting in silence, between fear and hope. Hello, drama lovers. At the end of this video, we won't offer you a conclusion, because there isn't one. All we have is one sentence. Please hold on, Xiao Zhan. Someone is waiting for you, and so are we. If you have a memory of Xiao Zhan you'd like to share, write it in the comments below. If you have a prayer or message for Wang Ibor, we'll make sure your voice is heard. And when the next update comes, K-pop World will be the first to bring it to you. Until then, we wait, together, in silence.